Welcome to the latest beta and preview for Minecraft Bedrock Edition, which does contain some new music and a brand new music disc. Also released today was the version 1.19.80. Keep those notifications on because I will be making a separate video, and that update has a lot of important content, including the 1.5 sneaking ability. For those of you who have access to betas and previews, you are now looking for the version 1.20.0.22, and if you want the updated background, this is done with a resource pack. The link is down below. Now, one last thing I would like to say to you is today, Minecraft Java was also given a snapshot. Inside of that snapshot were new advancements, which means Minecraft Bedrock players in 1.20, we will have some new achievements and trophies for those who play on PlayStation. Alrighty, let's get into this. There's a lot to go through. However, we must start today's video with known issues. It does say players are unable to connect to LAN sessions hosted by players on Windows or Xbox. Moving on to features and bug fixes. Music added the following new music tracks by Aaron Cherof to Cherry Groves, Desert, Jungle, Mesa, and Flower Forest biomes. Those are A Familiar Room, Bromeliad, Crescent Dunes, and Echo in the Winds. Let me play them for you.
you
Let me know in the comments section which one was your favorite. Moving on to suspicious blocks. Sugarcane, cactus, and dead bush can now be placed on suspicious sand. So let's show you these three. So we can place this on there, and also this on there. Alongside, bamboo can now be placed on suspicious sand and suspicious gravel. One there, and one there. And last but not least, sugarcane and bamboo can now be placed on moss blocks. So if we just grab this, put this there, and put that there. So those were bugs. They've now been fixed in this version. Moving on to archaeology. They have added sniffer eggs to loot in warm ocean ruins for suspicious blocks. Finally, after weeks of waiting, it now has a spawning location. So you now need to go find one of these. It has to be the biome that is covered in sand. The one that is covered in gravel, you won't find it there. And it is completely RNG. But this time, we got it first try. So yes, it now has a life cycle in Minecraft Bedrock Edition. It also says trail ruins no longer generate partially exposed. We have a bug report. Been a problem in a few betas and previews, but trail ruin structures aren't completely buried underground. It looks like for Bedrock Edition, the trail ruins would create like air pockets, and they were exposed underground and really easy to find. I kind of liked it like this, not gonna lie, but they are now buried a lot more like on Java. Just like on Minecraft Java Edition, they will now stick out like this, and when you go down, you can see that it's a lot more buried now, and you can see a couple of blocks if you're in spectator mode. And if you do want to excavate this, it is going to take you quite some time. The loot tables for suspicious gravel inside trail ruins no longer have duplicate entries for bricks. You have probably seen this on my YouTube channel already, but they added a new music disc, which can be acquired by brushing suspicious blocks in trail ruins. When put in a jukebox, Relic by Aaron Cherof is played. New music disc. It's this one. I really like this music disc, and now you do have an incentive to go and brush away the blocks at the trail ruins. I actually think this one should have been in fragments. Would have made a little bit more sense. Anyway, if you haven't heard it, let's play this. They have also reworked Trail Ruins structures based on community feedback, such as added more structure variants, sand no longer generates within the structures, tweaked the amount of gravel and dirt that generates within the structures. They've added more gravel and suspicious gravel because they removed the sand, and there's more dirt as well. Tweaked the amount of suspicious gravel that generates within the structures. Like I said, this change is just bringing more suspicious gravel. Split the loot tables for the suspicious gravel within the structure. There is now a dedicated loot table for rare loot items. For example, pottery shards, smithing templates, and a dedicated loot table for more common loot drops. For example, tinted glass pane tools, candles, etc. They renamed pottery shards to pottery shards. Yes, these are now called shards. Now, a shard is still a fragment, but a shard is basically a fragment from a long time ago, such as archaeology. It does make sense. I googled it. We have some changes to picture plant and picture crop. Fixed an issue where the plant textures appeared darker. Crafting dye from picture plant now results in 2 dyes instead of 1. So if you grab this, put this inside of here, it gives you 2 of the cyan dye instead of 1. Torch flower. Brown mushrooms can now eat torch flowers. So let me just like get a bowl real quick here. Bowl. I think this is meant to give you, is it night vision it gives you? It would make sense, right? So we give him this. Hold on. I can't even get, hold on. If we milk you now, what's this one going to be real quick? Yes, it is night vision. I kind of fed him this a little bit earlier on, which kind of explains this. But if we do this, do / summon lightning bolt real quick. We give a fresh one. As you can see, it did consume it. We do this. This should also be night vision as well. Yes. The torch flower, well, it does give you night vision through this animal, but doesn't light up as a plant. New changes with the sniffer. It does say sniffers can now be tempted by torch flower seeds. Also, the sniffer will now rather breed than search and dig for items or be tempted. So, yeah, you can use this on the sniffer. As you can see, it's consuming it. And if it is digging or doing something else, it will prioritize doing this business. The Minecraft sniffer now creates particles while digging. The sniffer can no longer search and dig in water. Made sniffer walk cycle smoother. Sniffer egg emits particles only when placed on moss blocks to demonstrate faster hatching. I like this. If we place this on grass, no particles. Stone, no particles. Moss block, you can kind of see there's a few particles, but they're kind of hidden on the inside. So I think that needs to be slightly... There you go. It's a little bit better on the outside there, but it's still not perfect compared to Java. Moving on to gameplay. Flying is no longer disabled when flying under stairs. Bees no longer make the player eating sound when eating. We have a bug report. Bees still make player eat sound. This is really creepy, by the way. I mean, it's really quick, but you can hear it. Yeah, they make the Minecraft player eating sound. So if we grab a bee and we feed it, it doesn't make any sound anymore. Changes with user interface. They have added new Trails and Tails update splash screen text. Also, coordinates will not show up on the new death screen when the show coordinate setting is enabled. We did do a video on this, and this practically made the recovery compass pointless, so they have reverted it. They did say the new "You Died" screen is still in an experimental phase, and for now, we are removing the coordinates from it while we review the feedback we've had. Added new Trails and Tails update loading screen tips. Added exclamation marks to certain splash text that were missing to match Java Edition. We have a bug report. Some splashes are written without exclamation mark in Bedrock Edition. Here's Java. Honey, I grew the bees. Meanwhile, on Bedrock Edition, it didn't have an exclamation mark. The tooltip for dismounting camels has been updated to match the one for other rideable mobs. Moving on to items. Moved Razor armor trim smithing templates icon 1 pixel to the right. Moved Wayfinder armor trim smithing templates icon 1 pixel to the right. We have a bug report. Razor and Wayfinder templates textures are offset by 1, so they're just showing you what it looked like inside of a hotbar. So these two have been fixed. Fixed a bug where in some situations an item in an item frame would be too small. We have a bug report. Seemed to be happening in mashup packs, but basically your items would be tiny inside of an item frame. Fixed today. Moving on to Sculk sensor phases. Let's read the changelog for this. They've been doing a lot of changes to Sculk sensors recently because they introduced the calibrated Sculk. There was so much information, just didn't want to put it on signs, but if you're interested in ticking speeds and vibration speeds and all that, the link is down below and I highly recommend reading it. Huge day for Minecraft Bedrock Edition when it comes to commands. They added /camera command as part of the experimental cameras toggle. This command can switch to custom camera perspectives or fade the screen. You can use /help camera to get a full list of options. Bro, basically, this is going to be the replay mod for Minecraft Bedrock Edition, and I do have a few videos to show you how incredible this is going to be. Now, before we do that, if I was to run this specific command right here, we have the ability to fade in and fade out. Apologize that it's incredibly bright for those who are watching in bed and just relaxing right now, but it gets so much better than that. The first video I have for you here is from God's Unit. They had access to this early somehow, but watch how incredible this is. We just hit play. They can change perspective. There's going to be tons of cinematics that can be made with this. There's no need for a mod. It's all built in to Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Dark Gamer also shared a video which was from this person right here. I'll leave links down below, but again, let's just check this out right here. You can completely transform the perspective here, and you can see, look how incredible that is, bro. So I can't wait to learn more about this. This command is going to be so important that Minecraft and Mojang and Microsoft literally wrote a whole entire article about this and how it works. I'll leave all the links below. Last but not least, experimental technical features. Let's read the changelog. Technical update changes to add-ons and scripts, commands, Bedrock editor, items, and so much more. If you are interested in the technical side, the links are down below. If you did make it this far in today's video, I want you to leave a comment and say, hey Echo, that's a nice sniffer, but also I really like your banner shield. Anyway, good times. I'll see you all in the next video.